Well, hello everybody. I hope you're having fun.
Yes.
Good. When I became a comedian, I had to come up with a stage name. I just wanted to be nice to MCs. I just met the guy. Making him pronounce my actual name just seemed like a cruel and unusual punishment. Our Eastern European names are not meant for easy introductions. They made for intimidation. So my husband actually wanted to help me choose the name. He even asked around a bunch of our friends. Now I have a long list of names to pick from if I ever want to be a stripper. I'm not sure how well he explained what kind of clubs I wanted to perform at. Now my husband is great. He likes technology and different gizmos, electronic gadgets. He's setting up our home as a fully smart house. The problem is now the house is too smart for me. I haven't been able to turn on the TV in 6 months. Now if he's traveling, I'm just walking around the house, cursing at 3 languages at Alexa, who pretends to not understand my accent. But then when he's back, I can very honestly say, "Oh honey, I missed you so much." My husband thinks that I buy too much stuff. The other day he was telling me, last weekend I only bought 1 item. You bought more than 20. Well, I went grocery shopping. And he bought a new TV. But honestly, lately I have developed this health condition. I call it sleep shopping. It's the only way for me to explain all of those packages that keep arriving when I have no recollection of ordering anything. It's actually highly contagious. Now the whole family is infected. My daughter has a side effect. Her packages get charged to my credit card. Yeah, I would be willing to go to the hospital to do a study. This is a very serious condition and needs to be studied, right? I have always been very much into science. As long as they cover my shopping expenses, they don't even have to pay me. Everything is science. Yeah. So, well, we have a daughter. Last time she was visiting, I actually went to a book club, and my daughter stayed with my husband for like a father-daughter bonding. So I come back home, they sitting on a couch watching Scooby-Doo cartoons. There is a large empty pizza box on the table, and the whole house smells like weed. I think our daughter is a bad influence on my husband. She's quite miniature, but very strong and opinionated. Kind of like a Yorkie with aspirations of a German Shepherd. I remember somebody was telling me this story. So the person says, well, I am walking to the classroom and everybody inside is just running around, screaming like kids do when the teacher's not there. As I'm walking in, I hear Michelle say, "Everybody, you giving me a headache. Just shut up, sit down, and do something useful." I was sitting at the desk with an open book before I could remember that I'm the teacher. When Michelle was in middle school, we signed her up for a debate club. Teaching a preteen how to argue professionally, what could possibly go wrong? One day, the debate club actually took the kids to NYU to hear the university students debate. I went as a chaperone. I still remember the look on the faces of those students when they walk into the auditorium and see an audience of a bunch of 12-year-olds who came to listen them debate the merits of conjugal visits in prison. True story. So I'm now a grandmother. Thank you. Yes, my daughter has got a cat. It behaves the same way she does. It sleeps all day, parties all night, only remembers my existence when it wants me to feed him or buy him something. All right. We were traveling this summer. We love to travel. And we were in South America, and I just thought, wow, those places have such wonderful descriptive names. When you go to rainforest, you know it's going to be pouring daily. In cloud forests, it's always overcast and clouds reach the top of the trees as that low. In monkey forests, there are hordes of screaming monkeys everywhere. In tequila forest was a disappointment. We also saw those giant turtles. They were so big. Honestly, I thought one was just gonna eat me. Yes, I have been told that tortoises don't eat humans, but haven't you ever cheated on your diet? We also saw a bunch of wildlife on the beach. And I just thought, wow, humans and animals really behave very similarly. There was this large group of female sea lions just sleeping peacefully, and this one large male was walking around, poking one and another, grumbling all the way. You can very clearly understand him saying, 15 wives and none is ever in a mood. Not my fault if we go extinct. Then there was a group of adolescents, obviously old enough to catch their own fish, but they still came to mooch free milk of their mothers. And then there was a smaller male just chasing us around the beach because he was trying to substitute his aggression for his smaller size. Compensating. And in some bushes, right above it, there was a group of male iguanas arguing who has the largest tail, not noticing that female left 10 minutes ago with one iguana who was less self-absorbed. So now we are back home, and one of the problems living next to the city that never sleeps and having a major FOMA is I'm always sleep deprived. My body is adjusting, so it already follows in with whatever is scheduled, while my brain is still trying to catch some sleep. By the time my brain actually wakes up, I can be in a gym, at a boxing class, or at work on a staff meeting, in the Uber halfway to the airport. I just have to hope that this is where I'm actually supposed to be at the time, and that I am dressed properly for the occasion. So, we were traveling to Paris recently, and we were staying last night right outside of Paris. It was right after the election and before the Olympics, and Parisians were celebrating the way they usually do, by having a riot and burning some tires. And my husband really wanted to go into a city. He kept telling me, "You have no sense of adventure. Where is your romantic nature? We should go and walk in Champs-Élysées." I never knew that romantic stroll involves burning tires. It's a good thing one of us watches the news. So, what else should I tell you? Oh, it's election season on us again. I still remember when I only used to care about election for like a couple of weeks in October, once every 4 years. At least my liver had a chance to recover. It's a good thing I have very refined taste. I can't afford enough of the drinks I like to become an alcoholic. So, have anybody watched the debates? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think people watching the debates need to take a Valium pill. And people participating in debates need to smoke a joint. That would all feel a lot better if that was the case. Do you know that in the election year, the sales of sci-fi and fantasy books just go through the roof? Yeah, the closer we get to the election, the more people want to leave this planet. When I was 7 years old, I had all my life planned out. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to paint my hair pink or blue, to live in a big house with lots of friends and pets, have ice cream with dinner every night, and drive my parents crazy with my antics. For years afterwards, I had no idea what I want from life. But now I actually figured it out again. I want to be this old lady with like bright blue or magenta hair, live in a big house with lots of friends and pets, have wine with dinner every night, and drive my kids crazy with my antics. And just maybe I can finally enter that astronaut program. Preferably before the next election.